Good morning. Chuck Graves here again. Welcome back to my bedroom. Uh, Going to read another couple of pages from the first Ramblings magazine. Hope you like the first one. I'm afraid I wasn't too personable because I was new to it and I'm just learning. So hopefully I'll get better. The next thing I'm going to read is uh, the first thing is a poem. Second thing is an article that my cousin wrote. She in my baby book, my mother wrote that this person was my very first friend. So she uh, she sent me an article and I put it in my magazine. So I'll read that to you and hope you like it. Uh, First of all, is a poem that I called by me that I called Lord. And it goes like this. Lord, let me be honest. Let me be truthful. Let me treat every human being fairly. Let me, every minute of every day, treat each person the way I want to be treated. Let me ask little and give much. Let me expect nothing. Let me graciously receive. Let me be calm in every storm. Let me never blame, but seek the solution. Let me be true to myself. Let me love deeply and unashamedly. Let me be strong. Let me turn my other cheek, but let me step up and defend the weak. Let me be humble. So that's my poem. The next thing is from my cousin Linda Thompson, and she wrote this article she called "What Do You Do with Your Piles?" by Linda Thompson. Now I think everyone has a pile place. Top of the fridge, coffee table, basket on the table, or your dresser somewhere. It starts on Monday when you get your mail. I'm going through my personal pile as I type this. There's a reminder that the dog needs his shots, and I know we are both too busy to make the appointment for a couple of weeks, so it goes on the coffee table. Then there's the cable bill. Well, there's only one bill so far, and I will wait for another one or two and pay them all at once, and so it goes on the pile. Then come the flyers from Walmart and Home Depot and Brooks Drugs, etc., and I know I won't have time to shop till the weekend, so they go on the pile. Then I get a phone call of some social occasion, so I write myself a note to remind me, and it goes on the pile. Then I pick up a batch of pictures that were developed and look through them, and I put names and dates on all the pics before they go in the album. And since I don't feel like doing that right at the moment, they go on the pile. Now comes the light bill and the fuel bill. Hey, there's only 3 now, and I know more are coming, so they go on the pile with the cable bill. Then I get some really wonderful email that I print for Mom, but I want to read them all once again before I send them to Mom, so they go on the pile. Now comes more mail with magazines that I really must read sometime, and the pile grows and grows with more reminder notes to myself, grocery lists and lists to remind me to shop at other stores, and notes to remind me to read my notes, and the pile grows. Pretty soon there is no room for my feet, and it's getting harder and harder to see the TV, and the pile falls over when the dog walks by and swishes his tail, and more mail and bills come and the pile grows until I simply must tend to it. So now I go through the pile and pay the bills and take care of the photos and read the notes, and the dates have passed by and the grocery list grows, and I have missed the sales that at the stores, so I throw away the flyers and wait for next week's, and the dog still needs his shots. So now I ask you, why I'm sitting here telling you all this when I should be tending to the piles? Because this is lots more fun, and those piles seem to be my nemesis. I'm not usually a procrastinator, but the piles just never stop. So I ask you all, what do you do with your piles? So that's this magazine is just an eclectic collection of people's people's thoughts and things they do, and just normal people doing things. And so I just thought I'd write it down and see how it goes. The next page is two poems that I wrote, and I'll read them to you now. The first one by me is called My Love. My love is as true as the flight of a perfect arrow, as tender as a mother's kiss on her first newborn's cheek, as powerful as the flow over Niagara Falls, as fresh as the air at morn on a mountain peak, as sure as the aim of William Tell, as clear as the ring of a silver bell. And it's all for you. Take it. The second is another poem I wrote. Not quite so emotional. It's called The Toad Frog. Walking down the street one day, I spied a little frog. He jumped and hopped and kicked and flopped his way into the bog. I wished to watch the flipping frog to see what he would do, but by the time I reached the bog, he'd disappeared from view. The moral of the story, then, is never spy a toad, 'cause if you are not quick, my friend, you won't see where he goed. The next page on the first magazine was I wrote up a set of horoscopes, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, all of that kind of stuff, and I made up my own saying for them. If you're interested in me reading them to you and see what yours is, please send a comment and I will read them on a subsequent posting. So go to the next page. And this is an article by my nephew and godson, Tim Graves. And it's called Like Golf? By Tim Graves. A couple of years ago, after having played golf for many years, sans lessons, my dad, who apparently was getting more sentimental and less thrifty in his old age, decided to take my brother and me to a week-long golf school. On the first day, early in the morning, still on the practice range, my brother was rusty from lack of recent play. His routine sounded like this: whoosh, whack, curse, pause, whoosh, whack, curse, pause, and so on. Our pro, Barry, was obviously not new to this. He asked Jeff, matter-of-factly, "Do you actually like golf?" Now therein lies a paradox. Many golfers never seem to have a good time during their rounds. You may see them hacking up the place and cursing all the time, even overhearing things like, "I hate this game, I don't know why I play it." This may lead you to believe that they hate the game and are not sure why they're playing it. They may even seem to not be enjoying themselves. Wrong. You need to read between the lines, and not the ones furrowed in their brows while they contemplate an 18-inch breaking putt for double bogey. They love the game. They just hate the way they play it sometimes. The thing that keeps them coming back is what's called selective memory. A whole day of crap can be wiped out by one great shot. One smoked drive, one pure 5-iron at the pin. Forgive me, I can't help this. For a pure 5-iron at the pin, or one chip through the trees over a trap to within inches of the hole. I could ask my mom how she played that day, and she would say, "I'm sure I played bad, but I only remember the good shots." By the way, mastery of this selective memory is what separates the pros from the average golfer. The pro has already forgotten the bad shot by the time he's arrived where it ended up. For me, it takes a little longer. Approximately the same as the statute of limitations for armed robbery. Selective memory also causes the golf addiction. Come on, all your friends are doing it. You'll look cool. One try won't hurt you, and so you succumb. The first time you try it, and you mostly just hack. The next time you hack a little less and actually get a good hit or two. Now you're hooked. You keep remembering the good hits and forget the hacking. You live to get a bigger and better hit. You, you can't stop thinking where and when you're going to get the next one. Which reminds me, I have to go. I have a tea time I need to make. By the way, some names have been changed to protect the guilty. All right, that's my post for today. We'll see how that goes. And let's see, tomorrow looks like, what have we got? Oh, it's a story I wrote, but that's for tomorrow. Thank you all for coming to my page again. Hope you liked it. Hope you'll comment on it, and so please subscribe. It's going to be very helpful. So adios from my bedroom, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.